This is a P30 nose block. Very similar in construction to the one that I just demoed on how to make. Again, got to actually pry it to get it out. Notice this one's got shims on the side here. Field adjustment at the end. Needed to get a little bit more right thrust to get the P30 the circle and stay on the field. Notice also I was able to hollow out the inside of the nose block quite a bit for lightening the weight up on this P30. Fairly big nose block, but able to keep it light by hollowing out the inside here. All right, but again, it snaps into place so that I know that it's in the same spot every time when I go to fly my plane. I know I'm going to get a consistent pattern out of it because the nose block is not going to be any different the next time that I put it in from the last time that I put it in. This Lagoon by Dave Livesey. Dave Livesey plans, it was 16 inch, I blew it up to 24 inch, and this is one of my earliest vacuum formed nose plugs. Alright, if you notice, you'll see clear plastic wrapped around it, vacuum formed into a groove that was cut into the nose block. Then vacuum formed again with clear plastic, put on the inside here, again same concept, hollowed out here nice and big to take a big motor in there, and epoxied in on this one because it just happened to be so big. I wanted to make sure it stayed. I thought the epoxy would be better than super gluing it in. Notice on the back here I've got a bent piece of aluminum. On the front I've got an aluminum with just a hole in it. All right. What that gives me is my thrust adjustment. I don't have to shim it. A scale model, I just think shims are ugly. All right. So what I did was put a piece of aluminum on the front, bent the corners in, plugged it in, drilled a hole where I needed the prop shaft to be. On the back I've got a bent piece of aluminum that I can push up, down, left, right, whatever I want to get the minute thrust adjustments that I need. Right? But still, my favorite sound when it comes to nose plugs. Snaps into place. I know it's going to be in the same place every time. The little scoops on the plane were also all vacuum formed. The canopy was vacuum formed along with the pilot. The canopy was actually vacuum formed in clear, left the clear on the mold, then vacuum formed the cream color over the top of it, cut the windows out, pull the cream off, cut the windows out of it, and then glue the cream colored one to the clear one. So I've got the canopy without paint. It's actually cream colored plastic over the clear plastic. And check this out, it actually opens and closes. Looks great in the air when when you can see the pilot kind of sitting there. Almost see him smiling as he flies around. Also, the scoops on the side of the plane here, all vacuum formed. The bumps here, all of the little bumps here. The tears, well, they were repairs from numerous races with this one. Here's another model, the TBF Avenger Comet Kit. Same type of nose block assembly. Nice snap fit. Again, this was one of the original types with the groove in it. You got the bent piece of aluminum here in the back for the thrust adjustment. This one is I don't know what kind of button this was, but I reamed it out to where it was just a thin hole at the front and kind of wide at the back so that the prop shaft could be adjusted around by bending the piece of aluminum back here in the back. All right. But again, my favorite sound here when it comes to nose blocks. Canopy was also vacuum formed here. Hand carved wooden form right here. Basically carved it and then sealed it with a little sanding sealer, shined it up a little bit, and vacuum formed over it, and made the canopy here. The striping is tissue that was doped the same color as the plane, then cut and stripped over and glued on. The turret back here in the back, kind of a neat little thing here. Love the way that I was able to take and mount it where it actually rotates. All right. Machine gun actually moves up and down, and sometimes in flight you can see the machine gun bouncing up and down like the guy's trying to get somebody off his tail. Looks kind of neat when it's flying along, but it will rotate. Right. And again, that was vacuum formed on basically a hand carved mold. All right. There's the mold right there, turned on a Dremel and side sanded flat to get the shape of the turret.